So we're going to identify uppercase and lowercase, and we'll be using this do-a-dot. To mark, let's say just uppercase with this color orange, and leave the lowercase blank or use another color. And this is T is for tree, it's just for her to color. She's gotten good at that. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to be going through the letters of her name, counting how many letters are in her name and identifying each letter. We have these wooden letters here that she can trace with her finger. So I'll also be asking her to place them in the correct order. So she'll go ahead and grab the B, and the E, and so on. The next activity is this tray of numbers 1 through 10, which is what we're reviewing this week. She does know her numbers pretty well, but it doesn't hurt to kind of go back and review those. So I'll ask her to grab these beads and place 10 beads under here. So continuing with our letter T of the week, we're doing T sounds here. So some pictures are T, some are not. So this is sorting. So tooth would go on this pile, and we'll go lizard is not T, so that'll go in this pile. Continuing with the all about me theme this week, we're going to be counting how many family members we have, and we're also going to sort how many girls are in our family, and how many sisters we have and how many brothers we have. Bella and Noah also love magnifying glasses, so we'll use these to say, let's say Ilani has brown curly hair and Luna has brown. Okay, so our last activity we have here is a Mr. Potato Head. These little cards that I've laminated, and we'll find eyes, and we'll match his eyes and the card eyes. And so moving along to feet. Alright, so shelf number 2 here. This one is a little less. It's more fun, a little less actual work. Recently figured out how to rotate his wrist and actually fit these puzzles here. And then it's also a good matching puzzle. So it's mom crocodile and baby crocodile, and then baby elephant and mom elephant. So here we have another sort of puzzle shape sort of animals in different shapes, and he has to figure out where they go in here. Alright, so the last basket on this shelf is just our little instruments, and we enjoy these during music time, and even Luna goes in on these, so these are always lots of fun. Shelf work that I have going on for Luna here. And so then we have this little toy. It's been one of her favorites lately. I'm teaching her how to drop the ball through here, and it makes noise and sings and lights up, and she doesn't know how to drop it here, but she does know. And so we have all sorts of crinkly little toys here, crinkly ball, another hard little ball, and tomorrow I'm going to be showing her these pictures and talking to her about her family, and this is Wilito, and this is Noah, and Mommy and Papi. Alright, so Bella wanted more worksheet / homework is what she calls it yesterday, so I gave her a few more sheets today. So we're going to start with this, and I'm going to have her place a sticker on the letter T, and then she can just color in the rest. This one here is for Noah, and he's going to place a sticker on the tires here for letter T and color in the rest. And here I'm just going to have her use a glue stick, and we're either going to roll these up or however she chooses to stick these little tissue papers on the uppercase T. And so she's just going to trace her name with the glue, and I want her to start learning control of this glue, liquid glue, and Noah the same, although we'll see how he does. And so these, I've added these little cards with the titles. And so these here, we're going to work on matching these to the corresponding pictures, and then we're also going to categorize them in general. We're going to be using these number flashcards, and the first part is with these clothespins. So I want them to practice this pinching motion, and then they will pinch she will pinch 2 clothespins on number 2, and 3 clothespins for 3, 4 clothespins for 4, and so on. And so then the next activity would be with this hole punch. So the same concept with this, except this is more of a squeezing motion here. And so one hole punch for number 1, 2 for number 2, 3 for number 3, and so on. For Noah, it's more of a little experimenting. I want to see what he can do. So his cards have 3 trains on there. And so these have 2, so I'm going to, again, with the same pinching motion. And then I thought that this hole punch might be a little easier and a little more fun for him, so I'll have him hole punch each train. Numbers here. Yesterday I had the beads, and I think she had a little bit of trouble with the beads because they were smaller. So today we're going to have a second try with buttons. Okay, and so the only new thing I added to this shelf is these socks. So this is a good practical life, and also matching. And so, like I said, sort them, Bella, Noah's, and match the socks, the pairs together, and then I'll be teaching them how to fold them. Okay, so here's our shelf work for shelf work number 1. We do have some new activities. The numbers over here with the buttons are still going strong, working well. Mr. Potato Head also still going strong. Noah is loving that. Bella has figured out these little beginning to sound letter flashcards, but we're still working on those. And the Thomas and the hole punch, they are beat up, but they are going strong with Noah. So we do have 1, 2, 3 new okay, so these cards, I got them at the Target dollar spot, and they are front and back. And what I like about these is that they show you the sequence. So 1, 2, have Bella first traced the letter. And then here in the sand, she will rewrite it. I. And then when she's done with that, she can just shake it up to 2 sets. I laminated 2 sets, 1 for Bella, 1 for Noah. And this is just touching intro into human anatomy. So I didn't want to overwhelm them. So I did basics. I did hearts, lungs, teeth, mouth, ears, eyes, brain, and intestines. And we didn't go into detail into small and large intestine. Maybe we'll save that for another time. What I did here is I introduced this in a 3-period lesson, and that is Montessori inspired. And then to add even more to that, I added Velcro to the flashcards as well, just to make this a little more fun. And so then I will hand them the flashcard, and they'll go ahead and build their little guy. To further it even more, and this one is for Bella, and she did well, I also wrote out the names, and so I read them to her again. I presented this to her in a 3-period lesson, and So brain. Bella, can you put this where the brain is? And so she'll go ahead and match it up here with the brain. And lungs. Can you show me where the lungs are? So she'll place this with the lungs. Teeth. And so a workbook tray. And I hauled this on Instagram and I found this at Sam's Club. I love this book, and so does Bella. Initially it was for a restaurant kit, but she could not wait to dig into this. And for Noah, we did this little coloring book. T is for turtles, and he really enjoyed this. He went through the stickers already. He colored all in it. They are really enjoying markers right now, as you can tell, so he had a great time with this. Okay, so this activity here, we're still using the same pictures that we did earlier in the week. I've also added a neat little game, and initially it was for Noah, but Bella seems to enjoy it too. So we're just using a little bit of math, little number recognition here. So let's say Noah will pick up his picture here. And so I'll say, all right, Noah, in order to call Noah, you have to dial number 3 and 2. And so he'll press 3, 2, and he'll dial Noah, and he'll have like a little pretend, a little fun game. And then I did also add popsicle sticks because for our music time we did the Finger Family songs name. I have these little letters here that I have from another game piece, and so I put them in this little basket. She can dump them out or she can use it in the basket. And so what I want her to do here is to recognize and find the letters of her name and put them in the correct order. So B, E, L, L. They were so excited with these Happy Meal boxes. They brought them home. They were playing with them. I don't know what it was about these boxes, so I took a little inspiration for them. It reminded me of Louie, which is our dog, and we are on family unit week, so I thought it was perfect. These little flashcards, and these are positional words or positional phrases. So they had lots of fun with this. So I'll say, all right, can Louie go around the doghouse? And so they take Louie and they put him around. You can see that here. So they take Louie and they put him around the house. Louie inside his doghouse, and so Louie goes inside the doghouse. Then we did outside the house, and so I have a few more here, and this was lots of fun.
Hello, Buddy. Hello, Mommy. Okay. Yes. Hello, Mommy.
I love you.
Papi. Mommy, Coco. Bobby, you yummy. Bobby, you yummy.
Bye. Bella, show me how Louie goes around his little house. Great job.